Hey, welcome to another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. Guess what? This last weekend, I saw the Goo Goo Dolls. Let's talk about it. So, the Goo Goo Dolls, what a band. I can honestly say that. Great live band, really good songs. Now, for those of you who know me as somebody who listens to anything from like Venom and the Dwarves and whatever, my whole outlook on music is I just like good songs. I don't give a crap who wrote it, I just don't care. And if people want to judge me for that, well, that's on you, man. That's on you. That totally is on you. It's got nothing to do with me. I like what I like, and if you don't like it, well, go to hell. What somebody else listens to shouldn't affect how you live your life. And if it does, man, that is a bad thing. And as an adult, I really will never understand that. I really won't. Like, I know people who, when I've told them I've gone to see the Goo Goo Dolls, they look at me like, why? And it's just like, why do you care? Like, why do you care who I see? Right? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I went and I had the time of my life. Even bought the tour t-shirt, but I can't wear it because Donkey Kong's wearing it right now and he seems to be enjoying wearing this shirt. See, he's got thumbs up. But he's wearing the shirt and he's very happy with it. It's the tour shirt, it's got the dates on the back. But anyway, there, that shows you how much of a fan I am. I even bought the shirt. But anyway, I want to talk about the Goo Goo Dolls, not only their records and stuff like that, but also the show last night because the show was really, really good. Now, they played all the hits. That's what they do, right? Goo Goo Dolls are just going to play hits because that's them. I mean, they've got so many of them. Why wouldn't you, right? But we'll go through the records and yeah, we'll talk about them as well as talking about the live show at the same time. Now, straight off the bat, they didn't play anything off the first four albums, which is a bit of a bummer. Now, I love the early Goo Goo Dolls. Everybody who knows me knows I've been championing the early Goo Goo Dolls for so, so long. Like this first album of theirs. Now, a story I heard many, many years ago is that before they were called the Goo Goo Dolls, they were called Sex Maggot. And when they were called Sex Maggot, they went into the studio to record, and from what Robbie told me is that they were told they weren't going to get on the radio with that band name. And so they changed their name to Goo Goo Dolls and recorded albums like this, which is very, very cool. They do a really good they do a really good version of Don't Fear the Reaper on this one, which is hilarious to see because it's a great song. This one, Jed, I really like this album. In fact, it has a song on there called Love Dolls, and I've recorded a cover of this for the Thorazines. And yeah, this has actually got the song on there called Sex Maggot. And yeah, but Down on the Corners on here and Up Yours, what a great song. And yeah, this is just awesome. Gimme Shelter's really good. Like they're such a good band. Hold Me Up is a power pop classic. Songs like Laughing, oh my god, Laughing, so so good. This is yeah, just the way you are. What a great song. There's so many good songs on this. They do a version of Million Miles Away, which is really really cool because everyone loves that song anyway. But then Superstar Car Wash came out, and that's a perfect album from start to finish, and they didn't play anything off it, and that bummed me out. So the first four albums were ignored last night, which is a bummer. But they've got so many records, and I guess they want to play the ones that people know, and I get it. They know that most people listen to Iris and probably the songs on the radio, and that's probably pretty much it for them. They're not out buying every single album to support the band, etc., etc. And I'm not saying that for everybody. I'm just saying there's a lot of people that probably just like the hit singles, and that's it. And they don't really care for deep cuts and stuff like that. So, and I get that. So they're going to play to appeal the masses. Now, what they did play, however, they did play songs off A Boy Named Goo. Now, this is my signed copy of A Boy Named Goo, signed by both John and Robbie, which is pretty cool. It's the 20th anniversary of their breakout album featuring Name, which they played last night. And I was really hoping that we would get Slave Girl. I was posting about it on social media and saying I really want to hear Slave Girl, etc. And people were liking that comment, saying that they should play Slave Girl. And they didn't, but here is a 7-inch that has Slave Girl on it, as well as A Boy Named Goo obviously does, but it's got, I found this in Amoeba for $1. That was worth it. It is on pink vinyl. It's also got the Enemies cover on there as well, disconnected. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. For those who don't know, and I still see this online, a lot of people don't even know that Slave Girl is a cover. It's by this band, the Lime Spiders, and this is the original 7-inch of it. Now, when I asked Robbie how they knew about the Lime Spiders being in Buffalo, New York, when I know people who live here in Australia and have no idea who the Lime Spiders are, I had to put the question to him, and he said that they had a tape with Slave Girl on it, and they gave that to the engineer when they were recording the first album and said, make us sound like that. So they'd been into that song for a while, which is weird because, like I said, I know so many people who don't know that song that live here in Australia when it's an Australian band, and they just don't know. But there we go. I do have a couple of other 7-inches. I'll just show them quickly because this one is Sympathy, which they played last night. Now, this was hilarious because he screwed it up, and he knew he screwed it up like 2 or 3 times. But, you know, it was funny. It was actually funny, and he forgot the words as he was playing this song. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's still a good song. And on the other side, it has Think About Me on here, which is a cool song too. And I have this 7-inch, which is great. It's got songs from Superstar Car Wash. We have The Normal, which was written with Paul Westerberg, and another Second Time Around on the flip side. So that's cool. The only Goo Goo Dolls album that I really don't listen to is their Christmas record, but because I'm a fan, I bought it. And, you know, I had to buy everything that the band does. Maybe the label told them to do it. I don't know. So here is Dizzy Up the Girl, which is a big deal. And they played a bunch of this last night, like 4 songs. They did Slide, Broadway, Black Balloon, Iris, of course. It's a great album, though, and all those songs are hits. So it makes all the sense in the world for them to play that, and all 4 versions that they played were great. Slide was like the second or third song, and yeah, it's just such a good song. I always loved Slide. Thought it was groovy, got a great chorus. The bridge to it's really good. You know, really, really cool. Other albums I have of theirs is all the latest stuff, because for those who don't know, the vinyl from that period, from the CD period, didn't really come out until when they did the box sets and stuff like that. But we'll get to those. So here is Miracle Pill. This is the latest album that I have by them. I know they have Chaos and Bloom. I don't have it yet. But what did they do last night of this? I can't remember what they played last night of this one. What did they play last night? They did play a song of this, and I honestly do not remember what song it was. That's so bad of me. I know of this they played Over and Over, which is a great song. I love that song. And they played that, which is the opening track, and I really like that song. I think the opening to it is really cool with that delay on the guitar and stuff. I really like that guitar work. But yeah, Over and Over, really good song. They have this Rarities album, which is really good. What did they play? Anything of this? I can't remember. Besides the usual hits. I was actually surprised to see they didn't play Let Love In. I thought Let Love In would have been a big song for them last night. They didn't play it. This album. A lot of people on the fence at this album. I know I've spoken to people and they're just like, oh my God, that's a bad record. I don't know. Bringing On the Light is a fantastic song, and they played that last night, and Robbie sang it. It was fantastic. It was great. It was so good. And I remember that when Robbie played the first song that Robbie sang, which one was it? And as soon as it finished, it was like dead quiet, and I yelled out, more Robbie songs, and I heard people laugh around me because I guess there were definitely some Robbie fans in the audience. But yeah, Bring It On the Light. That's a fantastic song. It's a really, really good song. I just love that chorus. I really do. I think it's such a good song. One of the highlights last night was them doing Tattered Edge, You Should Be Happy, off this 10-inch record. And I love that song. And I was just like, man, when they played that, it was like, this is as close as they get to the Superstar Car Wash era of Goo Goo Dolls, was that song. And that song is fantastic. It really is. And if you've never heard the CP, you should do so. But as I said, they did box sets. Now, I have those box sets. And the first box set goes out to my friend Alicia. I have to give her a shout out for this. She went to Coachella, and while she was at Coachella, she messaged me and she said, hey, is there any record store day stuff you were after? Because they have a record store day tent here at Coachella. And I said, you know what? I really like that Goo Goo Dolls box set, but I understand it's a box set. You don't want to carry around all weekend, so not fussed if you can't get it. Anyway, she messages me and says, oh yeah, I got you that box set. She obviously didn't look at the box set though when she got it, because it's actually signed by Robbie and John. I don't even think she realized that at the time. And when she brought it back and she gave it to me, she pulled it out and I looked at it and I was like, holy crap, it's signed by John and Robbie. And she was like, it is? And she didn't even notice. But anyway, it's 5 records and includes Boy Named Goo, which I've already got, but whatever. But here it is, Superstar Car Wash, which I think is a perfect record. This is what a perfect record sounds like. If you've never heard one before, listen to this. This is what a perfect record sounds like. We see another copy of Hold Me Up, another copy of Jed, another copy of the first album. All of these records are great. So that was the first box set that they put out. And I was like, man, that's a cool box set. I need that because I really want a Superstar Car Wash. I didn't know I was going to get a separate vinyl release. I should have known that. Obviously, everything does eventually. But yeah, I didn't have it. And yeah, but anyway, moving on to the next box set, which is this one, which I got on another record store day. The record store down the street only had one copy of it. And I grabbed it. And I was like second or third in line. So I was pretty happy to get it. And yeah, this has these albums, which is cool because there's obviously a few on there that I only had CDs of. And yeah, it comes with this letter, which is signed, but it's not real, like it's printed. These signatures are printed because I've seen other copies of this and the signatures are in exactly the same spot. So it's printed, which is a bummer, but whatever. They're not going to sign 1,000 of these things, are they? So anyway, we have Dizzy Up the Girl. These are all in coloured vinyl. Very, very cool. I like look at the cover. Look at the colour of that. It's really nice. Matches the artwork, which is, as I always say, I love it when they do that. Dizzy Up the Girl, like I've already mentioned, great album. Now this one, Gutter Flower, I was stoked on because I've really liked this album, especially Big Machine. What a great opener. They played that last night. And they did Here Is Gone, which is great, and did Sympathy, which is great. What else did they do? Any others? I can't remember. But anyway, they did songs off this record, which I love this record. Now, Let Love In. They didn't do the title track, which I thought they would have done, but they did do Stay With You, which I think is a fantastic song. Really good opener, and they also did Better Days of this. Did they do any of these others? I can't remember. But yeah, I'm tired. That's the reason why I don't remember all of this stuff. And I'm in the moment, But I really like this album. Really cool. And then obviously we have this one again, which we've already talked about. And what one did they do of this album? They did one song of this album, and I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, that's a look at all my Goo Goo Dolls records. That's all of them. That's all the ones I have. Like I said, there's a new one out called Chaos and Bloom. I don't have it yet. I will get it though, because I get all their records. But Goo Goo Dolls, the show last night, really, really good. It was a great show. Like they rocked, and I've got to say, as soon as Iris started, and I knew this was going to happen, every phone was going to be in there filming it. Filming! Not just taking a photo, filming. Now I was at the back on the floor, the very back, so, at least my phone wasn't in anybody's way, but oh my God, like every single person had a phone out and was filming Iris. And I was kind of like, I get it. This song means a lot to a lot of people. But man, live in the moment. Embrace it without having to sit there staring through your phone. Like, oh my God. I know Iris is not for everybody. It is a ballad. It's a very popular ballad. But I got to tell you, man, it's a monster of a song. It really is. It's huge. Like, it really is a well-written song. And you got to give it up to him for being able to pull it off. And I think that that was a turning point once they realized, hey, we could make a lot of money doing radio friendly stuff than we're already making. I mean, come on. As I said before, Love Dolls and Sex Maggot are not going to be paying the bills, you know. But being able to write Iris and ballads and stuff like that, they're going to live off that forever. You know, I mean, they'll never have to have a job ever. I like the stuff they're still writing. I do. I think they write great songs. But anyway, that's my opinion on my Goo Goo Dolls collection and the show that I saw last night, which again was great. I even bought a tour T-shirt, and I only ever buy a tour T-shirt if the band is so good, and is not $65 like they were at Buddy Green Day. What a bummer! I loved all the shirts, but $65 for a T-shirt? No way. I can't justify that. I just can't. So yeah, $65 is way too much. You know, hell, this was too much, but still, I don't know. I was like, one shirt this weekend's fine. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. Take care of yourselves, look after each other. If you've not heard those early albums by the Goo Goo Dolls, do yourself a favor. Seriously, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Especially Superstar Car Wash. Listen to that thing from start to finish. It's fantastic. That's as replacements as they got, you know. So yeah, enjoy. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.